Maternity Monday. We are in the future nursery baby's room, and it's really fun to be in here. Right now it's just a guest room with baby boys' clothes piling up, and I'm excited because there's a lot to update you guys on, and I've been getting more stuff, so it'll be fun to show you guys all of that. So we skipped last week for the 16 weeks of being pregnant, and I'm 17 weeks pregnant now. So going over 16 weeks, I felt really great. We had our big gender reveal party with the family. That was so fun and really surprising. The whole time I felt like I was pregnant with a girl for sure. Like I just felt like I was having a girl. And then a lot of you on the internet just convinced me, like, you're having a girl, you're having a girl. So I feel like people were like, oh, she's disappointed she's having a boy. But it just like took me a minute to wrap my head around, like, no, I'm having a boy, not a girl. And so we're really excited, and I think it will be so special to see Cooper be a big brother to a little brother. And I mean, after like just seeing how excited Jackson and Cooper was, I was like, oh, we got time, we're gonna have more babies in the future, like we'll get our girl. So we're really excited. We've settled on a name, and a lot of you have asked about the big name reveal, and I didn't know that there was like a name reveal. I just am like really picky about sharing names because I hate hearing stories about people that people will tell you, like when I was having Cooper and I would tell people their names, like, well, I knew this Cooper that this one time his aunt's dad's sister's dog ate their chickens. Actually, that's happened to me with my mom. So it's just like one of those things where like we're still settling on if we love the name or not. And yeah, we'll see if it sticks, and then of course we're gonna tell you guys. There's not gonna be a big reveal. Also, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hey, can you guys read my shirt? Which better have my candy? What? And I have these cute little like skeleton earrings on. Just got them at the grocery store. So happy Halloween. What are you guys doing? Any fun plans? So Cooper is with his dad, and we had this whole weekend we were all down with like strep. I luckily didn't get it. So we are just taking care of Cooper. Jackson didn't feel very hot either. So we just had a lot of relaxing time. We went to a movie. We watched a lot of movies at home, and he finally is feeling better. So I'm glad that he gets to go trick-or-treating tonight. So Jackson and I actually are gonna go on a little date. We're gonna go to dinner and maybe go do something like scary. There's like a haunted zip line or a haunted forest we can walk through, but like, will I pee my pants if I do that? Will that be too scary for me? Okay, so being 17 weeks pregnant, baby is now about 5 inches long, which is about the size of my palm, and he is practicing sucking and swallowing. So maybe he's in there sucking his thumb. I have felt him a lot, actually. The other night he was moving like crazy. It was just like kicking all over, and Jackson was even able to feel like a little tiny bit of it. He put his hand on my belly and pushed, and he was like, and I didn't say anything because I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to feel the baby. I feel like it's really early. And he was like, oh, was that it? And I was like, yep. Like every time I felt our baby move, Jackson was like, was that it? Like he could feel it. So that was really exciting and really rare because that hasn't happened a lot. There was even a couple days where I was really nervous. I even called the doctors, like, I haven't felt anything in a while, and I just wanted to call and get the clearance. And they're like, that's really normal at this stage. You know, your baby is still occupying the entire room. They have a lot of room to move around. So some days the baby will sink down low, and you won't feel anything, and you know, it's totally normal. Don't get scared. So we were really relieved when we heard that. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna take any chances no matter what. I'm just always gonna call. So that was exciting to know that everything was fine. And then when Jackson felt the baby, it was kind of like this cool milestone. So bump up date isn't super huge. Some days I feel like it's flatter than others. Like if I suck in, it's, you know, it's definitely there. And from the back, I don't know if you can really tell I'm pregnant. I feel like I'm kind of like filling out through my hips. But then as I turn around, it's like, oh yeah, that girl, she loves her tacos. So there's the bump. It's getting pretty cute and starting to feel more round. I just feel like I'm still really wide through here on my hips. So sometimes I like try to keep my arms down because I'm like, oh, I don't want you to see my hips, but it's just part of being pregnant. Also, these are the maternity jeans I told you guys about. These are the Jessica Simpson ones. I really like the jeans that have the belly band that go all the way up. They do have jeans where they just have bands on the sides, and I've actually gotten those from Topshop, but I really love these Jessica Simpson ones and how it just like this band smooths out your whole belly and makes it a lot more comfortable. The only hard thing is if like you have a short shirt and this happens, it kind of looks like your skin's hanging out. So here's the bump, feeling quite bumpalicious. So everything is going really smooth. I'm feeling really healthy and I haven't been sick at all. I'm super blessed. I haven't gained a ton of weight. I still feel like I'm getting really large, like huge, but I mean, that's just part of the pregnancy and you just accept it. But I haven't gained a ton of weight, which is like confusing because your body feels so big, but then you get on the scale and you're like, what's going on here? So not that I'm complaining about that, I'll take that, but I've gained about 6 to 7 pounds and I'm 17 weeks along. So I feel like that's better than when I was with Cooper. When I was with Cooper, I gained so much weight so quickly. I think just because I was young and my body, I was just eating so much. I was like, yes, food! I really just want butterbeer so bad. I've just been craving it like the very most, and I really want to take a trip. I feel like it'd be fun to take a baby moon down to Florida and go to Universal Studios with me, Jackson, and Cooper. I even ordered some Harry Potter t-shirts today, but Jackson's really wary because there have been some cases of Zika down in Florida, and that's not something that we even want to mess with. So if you guys know any more information on that, that would be very helpful. And if you can help me convince my husband that we should go, that would be great because I can't stop craving butterbeer. I looked up some recipes on Pinterest and I'm going to try to make those, but it's just not the same, you know? So if you guys have like the killer frozen recipe of butterbeer, you should tweet it to me because that would be just like life-changing. Some things I wanted to show you guys. We have decided on a color like scheme for the nursery and how we're gonna do the nursery. We really like the shiplap walls, but we don't want to do white shiplap. We want to do like different colors of wood. I feel like it's still like really cool and masculine, but not too much. And then we really like the colors navy blue, like an army green, silver, and white. And then we want to find these life-size army men and kind of just do his room like that, like little play figures. So I got this little sleeper at Nordstrom's. This is a newborn, so it's so fun to hold a newborn outfit, which what's crazy is when you have your baby, no matter how big they are, you think, oh, this is so cute, it's gonna fit them, but your baby is always smaller than your first outfit. So it's always nice, moms, to have a couple preemie outfits just because those really fit. Cooper was 7'9", and he's still, like, newborn things were still a little bit big on him, which is so crazy to think about. Unless I have a 9-pound baby, this might be a little bit big on our baby boy, but we really love these little army figures. We think they're so darling, and it just has been this fun thing that stuck with us. We went out to eat at Red Robin, and they had these like life-size army guys, and we're like, oh, we have to incorporate that in the nursery. It'd be so cute. So we found this teepee we're gonna put in the nursery. We really like the shiplap wall. I'm thinking a round crib. I think the round cribs are really cool. Maybe even something like vintage with like metal. I don't know, I think that would be really cool. Also, since we're having a baby in April, it's the month of Easter and we celebrate Easter, and I thought it would be so cute to do a little bunny photo shoot with a newborn. So I got this little beanie at Nordstrom. I think it's super darling, maybe to put him in an Easter basket with some like fur coming out, a fur blanket or something cute, and to have this little hat on him. They showed this picture of the baby, how it came, and I just thought that was so darling. It really stuck with me. So I'm like, oh, our poor little boy, he's gonna have to wear this little bunny beanie outfit. Also, something that I saw at Nordstrom that I just loved was this crocheted sweater, because in April, so this is a 3-month, so April, May, June nights can get chilly in Idaho, not super cold, but the one thing I loved about this was it's crocheted, so it's not super warm, but definitely warm enough that you'd want to keep your baby boy warm. And look at the cute little beanie with the little tassel on top and then the buttons. I just think that this is the cutest little sweater for our little man. And then we've had some gifts from the grandmas. Grandma Jackson's mom, Grandma Sid, got these cutest little Adidas tennis shoes. I love them. Everybody in the family has a pair, so we thought it was pretty fitting that our baby boy should have those. My mom got him the cutest little overall set with this flannel button-up top. She really loves Wrangler, and I think this is so cute, especially with like some mini cowboy boots. So Grandma Laurie got him this. This is something else from Grandma Sid. The stars, I love it, and it's super soft. It's like a blanket. This is from Aiden and Annis, or Anise. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I've heard really great reviews about their blankets. And then I got this for the 4th of July because it's red, white, and blue, and it'll be perfect timing for, because this is 0 to 3 months. No, This is 3 months. So around July, this should fit him unless he's a chunk. But how cute will that be for the 4th of July? And then we've just gotten other random things. A blanket, a gray and white blanket by the same company I told you guys about. Heard that they're awesome. This blanket is super soft, especially when we're having like a spring, late spring, early summer baby. We wanted lighter blankets just so that it's not super hot for him. A lady in my ward is so sweet. She wasn't sure what we were having, and so she made me this handmade burp cloth, which these are so amazing. You can never use enough of them. We go through them, especially if your baby vomits a lot or spits up. You go through these like crazy. So these are always super nice to have, and that's so cool that it's handmade. Just adds that like little extra touch. Okay, so for the last part of Maternity Monday, I wanted to answer some of your guys' questions. That's like the best part, is when we get to talk to you guys. And I promise Jackson is going to be on next week's Maternity Monday. So if you guys want to leave questions below, go ahead and do that for him. And then I'm going to interview him and just grill him with all your questions. This one is from Twitter, and it comes from Cassie Ireland. She asks, have you thought about what kind of age gap you and Jackson want between this baby and the next baby? And I thought that was a really, really good question, because we want 3 or 4 more kiddos. I think it also depends on what we have. If we had 3 more boys, then I'd want to maybe keep going to get a girl. Adoption is something also that we really want to look into and have really considered. And so I think that maybe after baby number 2, we'll start filling out our application and see how that goes. Sometimes that process can take a really long time, and sometimes it can be quick. And so I think that where I'm turning 30 this year, I don't want to have my babies back to back to back, but I also don't want to wait too long between every baby. So I for sure think that after this baby boy turns 1, we'll start trying seriously. It's a toss-up with Jackson and I, just because we felt so lucky that we got pregnant with this baby being as easy as it was given our circumstances. So who knows what the Lord will have in store for us, or what our bodies will have in store for us. But if we could plan it in a ideal world, which it's never ideal, right? That's what we would go for. So really great question. I liked that. Next question also comes from Twitter. It's from Ellie Mae. She asks, so will Jackson have his surgery while you're pregnant or after your baby boy has arrived? I think a great time for Jackson to have it would be in February, just because life will be slowing down a little bit. We'll be gearing towards getting ready for baby to come, and I'll just have more time to take care of him. I feel like it might be too hard to give him the attention he needs if baby is here and Jackson and Cooper. So hopefully we're gonna plan to get his varicocele surgery before baby boy comes for sure. That way he can recover enough in time to help me, and then I can also give him the attention and little nursing that he needs. It's just because it is an outpatient surgery, but it's down on the privates, and I can't even imagine. Well, I can, because I'm gonna have a baby, but guys, you know, you just don't mess with them in that part. And so we've heard that it's not the most fun surgeries. Okay, this question comes from Instagram, and it's from Megan Murphy 151, and she asks, I don't know, I know you don't have a very big bump yet, but do you find discomfort sleeping yet? I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I've been sleeping so much. I know a lot of you will say, well, you're having a baby, you're really tired, but it's really hard for me to feel the energy to get out of bed in the morning. Like, I just love laying in bed, and on the weekends just like relaxing and laying in bed. So I feel like I haven't hit that part where it's hard for me to sleep yet. I sleep really easy. Naps are like my best friend right now. I definitely think that you need to get the right pillow. I have 2 pillows. Jackson calls it the wall of China. He thinks that I'm building a wall between us, but it really helps to lift one leg and like kind of like snuggle it, like straddle it, just because my hips, like, they'll start to hurt and you'll feel it in your back. I feel like that's a little bit inevitable when you're pregnant. You're gonna have a lot of back pressure just because of your uterus is growing, and it's pushing, you know, a lot of pressure on your sciatic, which can cause back pain, hip pain, leg pain, etc. So I haven't experienced a ton of pain yet. I do think having 2 pillows has really helped me, and I have a really comfortable mattress. It's like one thing I would splurge on is good bedding, good pillows. But I hope that if you are pregnant and you're experiencing that you can find relief, because ain't nobody want to be pregnant and tired. That's the worst combination. So our next question also comes from Instagram, and it's from JK Curtis, and they ask, did you get prenatal testing done at what weeks, and what did they test for? So we did decide to move forward with the blood testing just because we were so excited to find out the gender, but they also did some genetic testing for Down syndrome and 2 others that I can't even remember the names of them. I know I have the paper in our house, but those both came back and said that everything looks really good and our chances and odds are really low. I feel like that's a really sensitive subject, just because that wouldn't change or alter anything about us moving forward with the pregnancy if something were to not be 100% perfect or correct. I think for me personally, it would help me to prepare. I really like to plan and prepare, and I feel like if there was something wrong with my baby that I didn't know a lot about, it would help give us enough time to prepare, to maybe learn more about that disorder, that functions, a surgery, anything that would help give our baby the best way of life. So we did do the test around, I was 13 and a half, 14 weeks. Usually the tests come back a lot quicker than ours did, but I feel like it was kind of meant to be that way. It felt like it kind of broke up the excitement of when we found out, when we did get the tests back, we were able to have time to do the reveal as a family and then with our larger family. And then also I feel like it split up time between our next big appointment. We have our big ultrasound coming up on next Monday, so when I'm 18 weeks, and that will be really exciting because then I feel like after that we have one more big ultrasound the next week. We're doing the 4D, and so then I'll be about halfway pregnant, and life in November and December and January are going to be so crazy. We have Cooper's birthday. He turns 9 November 16th. We have our anniversary, which we're going away to Park City. We're going to Canada. We're going to, for our anniversary, we kind of planned Canada before we planned going to Park City, so we're kind of spoiling ourselves with this, but I'm like, you know what, whatever, we're celebrating 1 year and we're really happy, so whatever, we're doing it. We're going to Lake Powell in November, which is really random, but Jackson's grandparents have a houseboat and they really want us to go spend time with them, so we're gonna kind of do that as like Cooper's birthday party. He gets to take a friend and we're gonna go be on the houseboat in November. Have any of you been to Lake Powell in November? Is it freezing? Let me know, because I heard Lake Powell is beautiful, but we've never been in November, so we'll see. Yeah, and then Canada, we're going to Banff, Canada in December. We're going to stay at a really cool resort and go skiing and go to the spa. Don't worry, I'll be on the bunny hill taking it easy. And then January, Jackson actually won this competition in his work, and they pick like the top, I don't know, the top of the top to go to this retreat in Tucson, Arizona, I believe. So we're also gonna go do that in January. So we have a lot of trips. Then we have Thanksgiving and Christmas and just so much going on. So I feel like it was a perfect time for us to find out and then to do our ultrasounds. And then I feel like after we come back from that trip in January, we can really start getting the nursery ready and hopefully just like getting all the little details finished and done with, just because I'm a planner and I want it all like done before baby's here. Okay, this question is from May the Thunder Lover asks, what has been the most exciting part so far in your pregnancy? I love going to the doctor. I feel like the more updates we get, the more exciting it is. Hearing the heartbeat, seeing the ultrasounds, talking to the doctor, it just makes it feel more real. And to hear that I'm doing okay and growing the baby and he's healthy and everything's good, it's always just like really exciting. Like even getting my blood drawn, I get just so excited because I feel like the more information about our baby, the better. And then also whenever I feel him move, it just gives you, it feels like butterflies, but it just makes you feel like, oh my gosh, this is real. Baby's moving, things are good. And that's been really exciting. At Nina P _ XOX, this is very fitting. She asked, if you already had your baby, what would you dress it up for as Halloween? I really like doing like group things. And so Jackson and I wanted to dress up as Dale and Darlene, but I've just been like, we've just been busy and it hasn't happened. So then I was thinking, if we had a baby boy, what would we dress him up as? And I thought like a penguin would be so cute, or a dinosaur. Or then I thought like something like group, like him, me, and the baby. Cooper's kind of in that age where he wants to be independent and wear his own thing. So I don't know. I was thinking about it because next year our baby boy will be 6 months. And so then we'll be able to dress him up and that will be really exciting. And I don't know, I think the movie Trolls is coming out. I think it'd be so cute to dress a baby up as a troll, just because you can get their hair to like spike up and color it and then put like a little gem on their belly. I think that'd be pretty dang cute to do a troll. Okay, last question comes from @jodes.evelyn. She asks, how excited is Cooper to be a big brother now, knowing that he is going to have a little brother in all of this? Are you giving him any tips? Is he nervous at all, or is he just more excited? I think that he's really set his boundaries down, that he will not do poopy diapers, but I think that he's imagining them to be way worse than they really are. Cooper has a really big heart and he's so helpful, and so I think that he's gonna surprise himself when the baby comes. Right now he's like, my job will be when I hear the baby wake up at night, I will get out of bed and I will bring him to you so that you don't have to wake up, Mom, and that will be my job right now. And I think that he will be so helpful helpful. We just had Dax and Brock, my 2 nephews, over for the weekend. My brother and wife were gone, and we watched them, and Cooper was so great. My little nephew Dax is potty training, and Cooper took him potty training, and he helped him go potty, and he washed his hands and helped them brush their teeth. And he was excited to come home from school to play with the little boys. I think he just really loves that companionship, and he's looking forward to that. So one thing I'm a little bit worried about is I don't know, Cooper's never been around a newborn for a long period of time, so I'm feeling like he's gonna want to play, and he doesn't understand that babies just kind of lay there for a while. So it will be fun to see how he progresses with our little baby boy, but he's been such a good spirit about it, and has such a good attitude. He really does get freaked out about the poopy diaper thing or me screaming. He like wants to be there when we have the baby, but he's terrified of hearing me yell or be in pain. So he's always like, I really want to be there, Mom, but I just don't want to hear you scream. It just really makes me nervous, which is really funny and so sweet of him. So it's cute to see him be excited for this baby boy. Okay, actually I lied. I wanted to do one more question just because this was great. M_Hachey or HACHEEY. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered that. She asks, best place for maternity pants, what cream do you use for your belly? I totally hate being greasy with oil. Right now I'm using the Burt's Bees Mama Belly Butter. It just comes in a little container, and it's a lotion, and I really like that because I feel like it's nourishing but not super greasy. I was using other things and I'm like, oh, this is way too oily and greasy for me. So I've been using that for right now. I do think like the bigger I start to get, the more grease I will want, just because that will help really moisturize that skin and get it ready to stretch and to grow. And then I have the Jessica Simpson pants on, and I really love them. I feel like I bought a small and they fit, but I feel like I have room to grow. I also ordered a pair of ASOS. I got like a size 8 maternity, and I was like, oh, that will for sure fit me right now, plus give me some room. But I felt like when I got them, they were kind of tight, and I was like, a size 8 and they're tight already? They're really cute though. They have like the cute rips, and I'll have to show you guys those next Monday, but I've been loving these Jessica Simpson ones. Also the Blanky leggings, it's like a whole maternity company. They have really great like spandex leggings that are support leggings, and they come up really high like the maternity pants I showed you guys earlier. They've been really great for leggings, and that's like a perfect time right now to wear leggings with the fall sweaters and all of that. So that's my tips for you guys. Alright you guys, that was a lot of talking and a lot of updating. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Next Monday, we're going to have Jackson on the show. We're also probably going to have footage from our big ultrasound, which will be really exciting. You guys can see the baby a lot. So fingers crossed that we get great footage from that, and hopefully our appointment will be before I upload. If not, you guys will see it at 19 weeks. But have a happy, safe Halloween. Tweet me pictures of your costumes. I love seeing those. If you guys have any ideas about any of the things we talked about today, please tweet them or leave them down below. And we will see you next Monday for Maternity Monday. Love you so much. Bye, you guys.